like to say hi to the Kristal Hart Show, and I'm glad y'all here to witness this press conference before the real trash talking starts. Well, October, it's going to be a great, great time. October 18th, HBO pay-per-view. It's going to be where? In Atlantic City at the convention Boardwalk. It's going to be a fun, fun night on HBO pay-per-view. Kelly Pavlik, who's the heir apparent of mine in the middleweight division, undefeated, and myself, of course, you know, the execution, the living legend, Benard Hopkins. I'm just glad to be able to finish out this year, having 2 fights under my belt, one now and then one in October, with one of the prime young superstars that's in boxing. And again, I am always glad and honored to be able to hand a student an apple, and but at the same token, he will flunk this course, he will flunk this test, and he'll take it over again, and he will pass, hopefully down the line, but not this one. Target fight. Since then, I won the Winky Wright fight, and of course the Joe Galzaki fight, which most of the media people and most of the fans around the world that I've ran across believe that I won worst case scenario. Didn't want to make it look like it stinked, a draw. I feel good. I feel like the Brett Favre in boxing. I mean, that's a better quote I can use. And again, I'm promoting Brett Favre right now, but it's just so connected to me right now. It's so connected to me because can we still play? Can he still fight? I don't think nobody in this building is saying, Benard, you can't fight no more and you're lost it and we're worrying about your health. No one is saying that. What they're saying is, why? Trust me, if you give these sharks any inclination that you should stop because of something physical or something that you can or cannot do anymore, nothing, listen, that is their job. He will be telling me, she will be telling me, he will be telling me, he will be telling me, Benard, you took a beating. You're 40-some years old, you took a beating. It's different than you're 20 years old and take a beating. No one is saying that. They're saying why. Because you really don't have to. Well, other than being an Iron Man, Brett Favre, I still have the will to train. Fighting has always been easy. Come from the upbringing. Can I get through the 7 hard weeks? I train every day. I keep my body in shape every day. That's my lifestyle. I'm working with 10 pounds for the fight. And what's this, August 5th, 6th? I mean, if I don't watch myself, I'll be down to 66. How many athletes, how many fighters can fight in April and still be 10 pounds under their weight 2 or 3 months later? A winning this fight due for Benard Hopkins is put a winning number in my column. It doesn't make me a Hall of Famer. It does more for Kelly Pavlik than it does for Benard Hopkins. But it's someone out there that motivates me because he has an undefeated record, and he also has a situation where anybody, right, that Fort Jermaine Teller, Winky Wright, and Kelly Pavlik, I'm going to show from years go by how they ruined the other guy's career by giving him something that he really wasn't ready for. And look where he's at, and everybody he fought out and beat easy. See, Kelly Pavlik loses to Benard Hopkins, it won't be a surprise. Benard Hopkins loses to Kelly Pavlik, they just say I'm old. I have more to lose on this fight than Kelly Pavlik has. And see, even though I did something that's ballsy and gutsy, and historically, I went up from 60 to 75. When Kelly Pavlik loses this fight, remember he's undefeated. Remember he beat 3 top middleweight fighters, Miranda and Jermaine Teller twice. After that, I can't, to be honest with you, no disrespect, I don't know what else on his resume. But y'all know mine. Y'all will not be shocked because this is a dangerous fight. Give him credit for taking the fight. Give his people's credit for whatever reason, financially, historically, opportunity. He took the fight. I'm here, and it's going to be a professor in there with a feisty lion that need to be tamed. And I believe I'm going to have the energy and intelligence to do it.
Your former trainer, Freddie Roach, says he's not going to work with you. He's a little concerned about your health at this point. What do you say to Freddie and to anybody out there that's concerned about your health at this point in boxing?
First, my health is fine. I'm in great shape. And it all depends on what you did lately. I think that, everybody that left one particular situation, job, sports, or whatever, it's how they look and what they've done lately to be able to at least have some kind of blueprint or some kind of, at least something to go on when you say that you're worrying about Benard. A lot of people worry about my health and my family, my wife. Everybody worry about your health when I'm 43 years old and still boxing, but not getting beat up and having, people, mostly media people, at least the last fight, saying, Benard, I had you winning by 1 point. You lost by 1 point. You're the champion. It's the second time that happened to you. Benard, happened to you in the Jermaine Teller fight. It happened to you in this fight where a champion loses by 1 point. Go figure. I made history. But in the other hand, Tim, is that I'm pretty sure Brett Favre family is worried about him going back out there at 40-something. But, we are Iron Men. And I mentioned football and I mentioned boxing because it's all physical contact sport, mentally, physically. We get banged up. But, you got 11, 10, 15 people, or 10, 8, 9 people jumping on him, and I got one guy I got to deal with. And I'd rather deal with that one guy in the ring than be on the football field dealing with 10 or 9 people jumping on me if they sack me. So, but like I said, we're Iron Men. The ones that can do it is the ones that invested in themselves early in their life, did the right things, and had boxing skills to be able to stretch out that longevity of why I'm here. Styles make fights. You get styles make fights. I got 43-year-old age. I'm not running around. I never did run. Y'all know that's not my style. Defense, offense, slick, hit, not get hit, but not run. He's right there. He's taller. He's leaning over you. He's trying to hit you with that right hand. He's not mobile, but he got heart like a Philadelphia fighter. I'll tell you, I became a fan of Kelly Pavlik. And not just because he beat Jermaine Teller, who controversially, win or lose, got victories over me. He got the belt legitimately. He earned it. He didn't get it through Lou. He didn't get it through the belt it is. He didn't get it through political. He didn't get it because of we need a new guy. Benard is on his way out. He promised his mom we need somebody to set, it stinks, but it'll go away. He got it legitimately. I respect him on that alone. I became a fan of Kelly Pavlik, to be honest with you. I mean, as hard to believe, as hard as this might be for you to believe, I always got a stunt for every fight. But I don't have one for this fight. But I've never been afraid of a ghost. I've never been afraid of a ghost. But in the same token, I became a fan of his. I didn't know he was going to fight. I just became a fan of him. But I've never been afraid of ghosts. See, in the hood, we used to kick the ghost's ass and chase him out. The ghost was scared of us.
This is Kristal Hart reporting from Times Square, Manhattan, inside of BB King's.